Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Andy, and in today's video, as you can see in the title, we will be speaking about how to set boundaries as well as stop people pleasing. This video will be solely speaking about why we people please, the types of boundaries we should be setting, also why and how to set boundaries, and then I will also be giving you guys a few questions to ask yourself when you find yourself in a people-pleasing scenario, and then I will give you guys also a short description as to how I used to people-please in my past. Cringe. And then I will also be giving you guys advice on how to deal with the loneliness that comes with setting boundaries. So give this video a thumbs up so it can reach a higher audience, and let's begin with the video. So here are some examples as to why we find ourselves people pleasing. The first reason is because we fear rejection. We fear being chased away from a certain circle of friends, so we go and do things that we even know does not even align with our values or our morals. Another reason why we people please is because of our insecurities. We are so insecure about certain things in ourselves, so we overcompensate to show our value. Another reason why we people please is because we just want to be liked, we want to be accepted, we want to feel needed, and also very useful. And let me tell you, people pleasing is not the way to showcase your value. You just have to be you, and people have to gravitate towards who you really are. You don't have to please people to show your worth. So let me explain to you two different scenarios of people pleasing and not people pleasing and having boundaries, right? So the first case of people pleasing, there's this girl Zizi. She is so insecure, right? She does not know her worth. She has a large group of friends that treat her like shit. She is so insecure that she has to overcompensate to prove her worth to either guys or friends or whatever. She's okay with carrying her friends' school bags. She's okay with being the person that has to leave her house to go and see friends. She's okay with, just doing a lot just to be accepted. And then we have Andy. Andy is the girl who will set her boundaries and stick by them. She does not play with people with insecurities. She's sure about herself. She's okay with just having 2 or 3 friends. She doesn't care about people's opinions about her. She doesn't care about being liked and disliked. She is so self-assured. And let me tell you, both of these girls are me, right? So Zizi was me, like in my teens, in my early teens and adolescent ages. Like I was really insecure. Like I would do everything just to be approved by friends and everything and to show my worth. It's such a cringe moment when I think about it, but now I'm so happy that I actually evolved from that person to who I am today, where I'm okay with being alone. I'm okay with having 2 or 3 friends. I'm okay with just being in my own space and not giving a shit about what people say about me, and also setting boundaries. And if you don't respect my boundaries, cut it. I cut you off, period. So yes, that are 2 scenarios. You should always aim to be a better version of yourself. Accept the person you were, and then always aim to change that person you were. Don't change it for anyone else but for your benefit, guys. We don't want to be living in our 20s still people pleasing and having the inability to say no when the requirement goes against our values, morals, and boundaries. How? So how did I become Zizi, the people pleaser, to Andy, the girl with boundaries and high self-worth? First of all, I set boundaries. How I did this: number 1, I identified my limits. Okay, so I looked at my external circle of friends, right? And I was like, okay, what do I seek from my friendships? I want someone who wants to support me, who is there for me, who's boosting me up and hyping me up when I'm trying things out. I want friends who aren't jealous about like things that I'm trying to pursue in my life. I want friends that do not bring drama. So if you are doing the opposite of what I want, we cut you off, babe. You clearly go against my boundaries. And this has actually led me to having 2 friends, only 2-3 friends actually. Another way to set healthy boundaries is to clearly communicate to them your boundaries. You need to let them know that, okay, I no longer accept this type of behavior. If you want me still to be your friend, please don't treat me like I'm your child. Please don't treat me like I'm your slave. Period. Be really straight up with them. And if they react in a very negative way, you know that they're intimidated by your growth and you clearly have to cut them off. Period. Another way to set healthy boundaries, this is with yourself as well, right? You need to stop over apologizing. Stop saying sorry for things they don't even need you to be sorry for. Like, okay, Sharp, you didn't answer a text, now what now? Now what now? Yeah, so you just stop over apologizing or stop over explaining yourself. If you know you had to cut this person off because her behavior was toxic towards you, Sharp, do it and be very unapologetic about it. Don't go there and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I had to do this because this and that and the other. No, just let it be. If she feels offended by it, she'll be man enough to come to you and be like, so why did you block me? What's the issue? And then you can communicate that, no, I felt threatened, or I felt that your values and my values did not align. Just be clear about your boundaries and don't over explain yourself. It's not needed. And then last but not least, be consistent with your boundaries. You need to stick by them. If you're changing your circle of friends and that circle of friends still do the same things that people do, you need to stick by your boundaries. You need to say, okay, no, you still have that same traits, I gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now we're going to go on to the types of boundaries. So these all relate to whatever situation you find yourself in, right? And which boundaries you need to set. So the first boundary is physical boundary. So the first physical boundary has to do with your own personal space and protecting your space, right? So say for example, you are in a crowded area and there's this person who's just so close to you. You need to state confidently and assertively, please can you move up a bit? You are a bit too much in my personal space. I would like a little bit more space. Thank you. Period. And then another boundary that you need to set is sexual boundaries. You need to be assertive and protect your energy. You need to tell them, okay, I don't really like the way you touch me right now. Please, let's pause. And then, or you can tell him that I don't like having sex after the first date. That's a boundary. You set their boundary. And if they don't respect your boundaries, baby girl or baby boy, you know what to do. We're doing cuts here. We're cutting people off. Okay? And then another boundary is spiritual boundary. This has to do with your time that you spent with God or whatever, or the certain things like maybe the music you listen to. Say for example, you only listen to gospel music as opposed to secular music, so you have to tell the people that, okay, I know we're gonna listen to music, but unfortunately I don't listen to such music, or these are the certain artists I don't listen to because they affect my spiritual and mental health. Also, mental health boundaries. We need to cut off negative people. If people are coming into your circle gossiping about how negative someone else is, or they just speak about, oh, school is so difficult, oh, I'm gonna fail this year, you tell them, if that's your mentality, baby girl, please move. We don't want that negative energy here. I believe I'm going to pass, so you can move on with this negative vibes. You need to be straightforward about everything and your boundaries. Another boundary you need to set is time boundary. You need to tell people, protect the time that you have, okay? If you go to bed at 10 o'clock, you need to tell them, I do not answer calls after 10 o'clock. Like, I know on Sundays is self-care Sunday, guys. So if you're gonna be texting me about schoolwork, I'm not going to answer because I'm spending time with myself and with God. Don't come here stressing me out about assignments that like you're taking my peace away. So yeah, just have that boundary to be like, it's self-care Sunday. Please do not text me here. Text me Monday to Saturday. I'm available for you guys to talk. But Sundays are me time. Okay, so these are the questions that you need to ask yourself when you find yourself in a people-pleasing situation. Okay, so the first question is this worth my time? Right? For example, you are studying and you get a text from your friend that says, hey, come over. And you're like, okay, but I'm studying. But you're contemplating whether you want to go or not. Now you need to ask yourself, is this worth my time? What am I going to gain from chilling with you? Then what am I going to gain from leaving my studies to chill with you? Are you going to give me advice? Are you going to share some good memories? Are we going to build a new experience? What is this worth my time? Another question to ask yourself is, how would I feel if I do this? How does this make me feel if I do this? So for example, you guys are in a clique of friends, whether in high school, college, whatever. Your clique of friends says, let's go and chill at this gig, and you need to ask yourself, how would this make me feel? Knowing that I'm an introvert, knowing that I don't like crowded areas, but because my friend said I should go, I'm going to go, even though I don't like crowded areas. You know, how does it make me feel? Am I going to be happy there? Am I going to be the Debbie downbeat of the party? No, I'm not going to go because my personality just says, no, girl, you like the bed. You belong to the bed, not the streets. Okay, another important question to ask yourself before you people please is, does this align with my values? Does doing what you want me to do align with what I want to do? What I believe in myself? You know, that sort of questions. These are important questions in helping you set healthy boundaries with yourself as well. Okay guys, so now we're in the last part of the video, dealing with the loneliness that comes with setting boundaries. It's so much better to be lonely and happy than being with a whole bunch of friends who are unsupportive, whose values don't align with yours, who are rude, who forced you to be a person that you don't want to be. It's so much better to be lonely and happy, guys. Loneliness is also only temporary anyway. You will eventually find new friends who align with you. You will find new people who want to be your friend for who you are, not for what you can do for them. It's better to be alone, guys. Honestly, I know how it feels. I know how it is to deal with the loneliness of cutting people off, and now you have to be like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make new friends now? But let me tell you, the process will happen eventually. And be kinder to yourself, girl. You deserve to be happy with people who align with you. And that's on period. So bestie, we've reached the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed doing it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to this channel. I mean, if you're a returning person, you also should like and comment and share and do the most with this video so that it can reach a higher audience. Thank you guys so much for joining today's video. Also, please follow me on my Instagram account at Andy August, and also my Facebook at Andy August. Yeah, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much.